So Chapter 4 has ended with Huggy Wuggy returning. I didn't expect him to return as we saw him fall. But is he the same Huggy Wuggy? Who revived him? Why he is back? Or is he someone else? We are going to answer all of these questions in this video. So subscribe the channel and like the video. Huggy Wuggy, the iconic monster that set the stage for everything we know in this universe, seemed to have met his end after his dramatic fall. However, what if I told you that there's a possibility he might still be alive and lurking in the shadows? With the release of Chapter 4, players have discovered hidden clues scattered throughout the factory that strongly suggest Huggy Wuggy could have been resurrected from the depths of oblivion. This shocking revelation introduces a significant twist in the narrative, particularly as we traverse the eerie poppy fields, while receiving ominous warnings that we shouldn't be venturing into this dangerous area. Just when we think we've seen the last of him, the creature we believed was lost to us forever makes a startling reappearance at the window. But he is not quite the same. He appears to be damaged, a haunting figure that has been depicted in various videos online as destroyed, bound tightly with duct tape, and with unsettling patches of his flesh visible through his once fluffy fur. Fans have started referring to him as Zombie Huggy, a name that seems to encapsulate his new grotesque form perfectly. This iteration of the character has undergone a significant transformation, evolving far beyond his original role and potentially positioning himself as the final boss in the highly anticipated Chapter 5. It's fascinating to see how we've come full circle, starting from Chapter 1 and now heading towards Chapter 5, with Huggy Wuggy continuing to play an integral role in the unfolding story. This video will delve into not only Huggy's unsettling appearance in Chapter 4, but also what this development means for the future of the franchise and how he ended up in such a dire state. Let's take a moment to revisit Chapter 1, where we witnessed the fateful moment of Huggy Wuggy's plunge into the abyss, but crucially, we never actually saw his body. This was our first major oversight. We mistakenly assumed he was gone for good, never to return. Aside from a fleeting appearance in Chapter 3, where he may have merely been a figment of our protagonist's imagination, we didn't encounter any further signs of him. In Chapter 3, Huggy emerged from a screen, suggesting a profound connection between him and our protagonist, which adds layers to the narrative. After consuming a poppy from catnap, the protagonist experienced haunting visions of their deepest regrets, with Huggy featuring prominently within those memories. Interestingly, a similar red poppy gas makes an appearance at the conclusion of Chapter 4, prompting me to wonder whether this was yet another hallucination or if Huggy has indeed returned from the dead. If he has come back, the question looms large. Who could have revived him? Upon closer examination of Huggy's battered body, we can see the duct tape and stitches that indicate he couldn't have possibly pieced himself back together. This leads us to likely rule out Poppy, Kissy Missy, and even the prototype as potential candidates for his revival. The last we encountered the prototype, he was engaged in a conversation with Sai about his desire to return home, showing little to no interest in the fate of Huggy Wuggy. This brings us to the pressing question: who is responsible for bringing Huggy back to life? I propose that another character in this universe may possess the ability to resurrect others. Throughout the Poppy Playtime series, things are often not what they seem, which leads me to theorize that Oli could be intricately connected to Huggy's revival. At the end of Chapter 4, we hear a mention of Oli Kuli, and through a phone call, we glean that the prototype alludes to Oli Kuli's past existence. This revelation makes me ponder whether Oli is still present in some capacity and played a significant role in Huggy's current, altered state. The chaotic conclusion of Chapter 4 left us with PJ fleeing in terror, Kissy attempting to assist but tragically losing her arm, and our protagonist falling into a pit that uncovers hidden secrets. If we are indeed deeper than the prison where abandoned toys reside, Oli is the only character that springs to mind as potentially being involved in this dark scenario. This theory branches into two intriguing possibilities. Either Oli revived Huggy to aid us in confronting the prototype, or Huggy himself is becoming increasingly sinister and may evolve into a more terrifying creature than before. In Project Playtime, we encounter a zombie version of Huggy, hinting at the potential for him to transform into a robotic or cyborg entity, possibly serving as the final boss in Chapter 5. Conversely, with Kissy and Poppy seemingly out of the picture, Huggy might be the only character left who remembers the truth about the prototype's existence. What if, instead of attacking us, he tries to assist us in escaping the horrors that surround us? While it may seem unlikely, especially considering Huggy's previous aggressive behavior, desperate times can lead to unexpected alliances. I can envision a scenario where Huggy seeks redemption in Chapter 5 by guiding us to safety and revealing the darkest secrets of the company that created him. Imagine a thrilling twist where Chapter 5 features Huggy saving us from peril rather than hunting us down like prey. As we ponder these possibilities, we must consider whether Huggy is genuinely attempting to assist us, or if he remains a lurking threat. Why would the story place us back in this precarious situation? Who is responsible for bringing Huggy back from the brink? I'm eager to hear your theories and thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe for more insights and theories regarding the Poppy Playtime universe. Our next video will delve into Poppy's complex relationship with the prototype and what we can anticipate as we move forward in this thrilling narrative. Thank you for your continued support, and I hope you enjoy exploring Chapter 4. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.